Monday, back in the car again. I am off to Emerson's Green, which is northeast a bit, I suppose, of Bristol, really, to pick up a IKEA tabletop. So you will remember from last week's waffle that I had an abortive trip to IKEA to buy a tabletop that they did not have in stock. Found one on Facebook Marketplace, so I'm off to Emerson's Green right now to pick that up, and then parcel shop, and then take the car to Portishead to Ryan's garage, so those guys can have a look at the scrape and see if the quote that I've been given is fair. It's not that if that's what it costs to have it fixed, that's what it costs, but I'd rather get a second quote or whatever so that I know that I'm not being mugged off. So yeah, so no Molly today because not being able to fit her in the back once I pick up the tabletop and stuff like that. And also a bit of a long trip out for her to be not going to stretch her legs. You know, by the time I've gone in one direction and then back and 20 miles in the other direction, and her not to get a walk out of it seems a bit unfair. So she's staying home today. Natalie's at home, so Natalie's home till lunchtime at least. So yeah, off to Emerson's Green. Okay, one desk collected. So, one success for today. Let's see if we can have a successful day rather than all the failures that I've been experiencing recently. One desktop collected. I'm going to go to B&M at some point and get some... Start from the beginning colour. This desk is a different colour to my current desk. I have two of these IKEA desks already in an L shape, and I want to add this one to make a U shape. I wanted a white one. As you know, IKEA out of stock, couldn't get a white one. This is the only one I've managed to find. This is brown. So what I'm going to do is go to B&M. Not, I said B&Q. Go to B&M and get some, we used to call it sticky back plastic. You know, it's vinyl, stretchy vinyl, sticky vinyl, whatever, and cover the whole desk. And I might make a separate video so that you guys can watch me bodging it. I've been watching several videos on YouTube over the last couple of days of people recovering their kitchen worktops. I don't want to do my kitchen worktops. I'm fine with my kitchen worktops, but I might have a crack at doing my desk, maybe, because that vinyl comes in quite nice colours. Maybe. Right, next stop, parcel shop, other side of town now. Literally, I'm going just trekking back and forth across town. Okay, stopped at Home Bargains to see if I get vitamin B12 for Mum. Still none. Starting to think that I may have dreamt buying it there in the first place. However, I did get this Home Bargains, not my local one, has an in-store bakery. So I got breakfast. I've got a little sausage roll and a chocolate twist. So that's breakfast sorted. And somewhere in the bottom of this bag, because obviously I bought other useful things while I was in there, like wet wipes and stuff like that. Somewhere in the bottom of this bag, I also got a little mango hand sanitizer. So that's going to stay in the car. I went off to the car boot yesterday and met Josh there. And in my head I went, I've got hand sanitizer in my handbag, so that's fine. And what I didn't take into account was that I don't take my handbag to the car boot sale. So I did have hand sanitizer in my handbag, which was at home on the office floor. So this one will live in the car. Mango one. Mango sounds nice, doesn't it? I'm going to give it a blast in a minute. Okay. It was double sealed, which confused me, for I am a bear of little brain. So it had a cellophane plastic seal around the cap, which I took off and started squeezing, nothing happened. And the reason for that is because when you unscrew the cap, there was another foil lid under there. So after some confusion, I got in, and it does smell quite nice. Still a bit sanitizer-y, but not unpleasant. So, of course, the truth is, with all hand sanitizers in the taste test, and I know people are going, what the hell are you drinking it for? I'm not drinking it. But you know, when you accidentally then lick your fingers or you eat a bag of crisps, like, yeah, hand sanitizer. So we'll find out whether it's mango flavoured at some point, won't we? Let's hope not. not let's hope it's not mango flavoured. Let's hope we don't find out. Rambling now. Parcel shop. I'm in Portishead. I've gone for the second quote on the car. I've just shared a Chelsea bun with this guy. So this is Jeremy. I've just named him Jeremy. He looks like a Jeremy, doesn't he? Are you a Jeremy? Could be a girl, in which case, Jemima. We've got a bit of an issue going on because all the food is gone. And Jeremy Jemima feels that they didn't get their fair share. So she's kind of waiting there. She or he is kind of waiting there, hopefully, and I haven't got anything else to give them. And I've said several times it's all gone, and they're kind of like, well, I'll wait, and but it'll still be all gone. And in a minute I'm going to have to drive away, and then I feel really rude. Like I've gone for lunch with somebody and walked out without saying goodbye. I'm going to have to go in a minute, mate. You're going to have to go and seagull somewhere. Surely you must have something important to do. Yeah, wait here for you to have another cake. I haven't got another cake. Anyway, losing my marbles. So, got the second quote on car. £250 less, and that's good. Quote for £750 including VAT instead of £1,000. Only downside is they need to have the car for a week. So I have to be carless for a week or find another solution. There are, sorry, the police helicopter overhead, obviously, because I look dodge. So yeah, there's a couple of possible solutions that I need to mull over, chew over in my mind, discuss with the fam. And yeah. Jeremy's getting impatient. There really isn't any more food, mate. It's all gone. So yeah, I'm going to go home now. I've been to the bank in Portishead, posted my letters. I've done my parcel run. I'm pretty much done. Funnily enough, I feel like I've had a day out. It feels nice to have just been doing normal errandy things. So like I said, going to pick up something off Marketplace and then driving over here. And on the way back from picking up the desk, I drove through a part of town that I haven't been through for years. So that was always also felt nice to look, oh look at that, pub's had a refit, blah blah blah. And it has just felt nice to be out and about, being almost normal again. I think going to the car boot yesterday really lifted me, really made me feel that life was perhaps getting back to how it used to be a bit. Right, I'm going to say goodbye to Jeremy, stroke Jemima, and I'm going to go home. See you in a bit. Say goodbye to the people. Really doesn't believe there's no food left. My replacement new phone case has arrived. You may remember I ordered one last week, and when it arrived I'd ordered the wrong size. So this one, I've tried it on the phone and it is the right size. I can't show you it on the phone because I'm filming on the phone. But yay, it's arrived and it's the right size. Isn't it pretty? Very pretty phone case. Not sure where Molly thought she was going. She went the wrong way. All right now, that better, yeah? That what you wanted? Hello, wafflers. It is 2:30 on Tuesday, and I've just picked up the phone to waffle. And the reason I haven't picked up the phone previously is because I've been a bit busy. So there was a big clothes rail here, and now isn't. There's a table there instead. But over here, this bit, look at this. We should just focus on this. This is so nice. Look how tidy it is. This is lovely. Oh, lovely. Look at that. Oh, lovely. Brace yourselves. Keep bracing. It's going to get worse. What have I done? Look what I've done. I'll come back in a bit and show you, hopefully, that I've undone it. Hopefully. Okay, I picked up the phone a little while ago to show you the progress and then decided it didn't look like there was any, but there is a bit more now. The desk is almost visible. This space over here is clear and tidy. That's a bag of bags that need to go somewhere. They used to hang on the back of the door, but they do mean that the door won't open, and that's not ideal. Not open. Obviously it'll open, but not properly. This space is looking clearer, although the hoover's in 8 bits down there and needs putting away. The hallway, we won't talk about that. That's full of stuff. Desk just requires tidying, but it is now visible. And this stuff here is all waiting to be listed or waiting to be photographed. So it is coming together. And I'm just convincing myself of that. What I have, however, done is trash my bedroom. My bedroom is full of the shoes that used to hang on the hanging rack in their thingies. Thingies is the best thing I can think of to describe them. And now I don't know where shoes are going to live. So I have failed to think this through thoroughly. And now I have an issue. An issue. Do you see what I did there? An issue. Yeah. Round of applause for me. I've got fish things. I can't remember what Isa said there. They're not called fish fingers, but they're basically fish in batter. Little piece of fish in batter. And chips and bread and butter. That's my tea. Good morning on Wednesday. It's 10:20. You will see that the view behind me is different now. I am still in front of the window. So this is the view you used to see behind me, except it isn't. Because the clothes rail is gone. So the clothes rail is gone and now there's just a wall there. There's the door where it always was. And then there's the other wall behind me. So the computer is now here, which means when I am live streaming, this is the view people will see from now on. I think that's tidier. Anyway, that's not why I did it. I didn't do it for a tidy background. I did it because it wasn't working for me the way it was. So the current situation is many shoes in many bags while I wait for new shoe storage to arrive. Stuff down here that is a bit homeless at the moment behind the desk there that needs putting away. Bag of clothing by the door that needs to be washed, and then this black bag here is recycling, so you can ignore that. The Jeff chair won't live there, that's going to go behind the door. The bag of hangers is going to go in the loft, and I said that's the shoes again over there. Molly's tube and toy in the garden, and then this pile here is stuff that needs to be listed. Now the cupboard is also full of stuff that needs to be listed, but that pile is the stuff that I found. I've just realised I was still holding it really high. That's the stuff that I found while I was moving stuff around yesterday that ought to be listed and isn't. So that is the first task of today, is start that listing and see how much I can fire through and then take some photographs. Okay, so Karen is making masks, you know, during the coronavirus epidemic, and so my polka dot mask has just arrived. She's put a note in it. It says, "Hi Carla, thanks for ordering a mask from me. Also, here is the cord jacket that we've discussed before. I challenge you to sell it. Love, Karen. P.S. Yes, I'm wearing knickers." I bet you're not, Karen. We know what you like. But yeah, so there's my polka dot mask that I ordered. If you want a mask from Karen, let me just open it and show you. There it is. If you want a mask from Karen, they are £7.50 including postage, I think it was. But I'm sure she will correct me if I'm wrong. And I've asked her for elasticated straps. She made them with a tie strap, but I've asked her for elasticated straps because I find that easiest. And then, as she said, this is the cord jacket. The brand is Class, and I think the reason we discuss it is it's Karen's oldest stocked item. She's had this in stock, you know, since the year dot. So we joked about it, and she's challenging me to sell it. So I'll give it a go. It's nearly 2:30. I've just arrived at Tesco. I just stopped and arranged for a hire car on the way. Normally the garage has to have, let's start again. When my car goes for its body of work repair next week, they have to have it for the whole week. I need to be able to do mum's shopping, I need to be able to get over to mum in an emergency, etc, etc. I can't be without a vehicle. On top of ordinary stuff like going to the parcel shop and whatever. And normally the garage would have hire cars or courtesy cars, but they have taken them all off of their insurance at the moment, due to the COVID situation and lack of funding or whatever. So I've just been to the car hire place and arranged to hire a car for next week. So I've done that on the way here, and now I'm going to go and get mum shopping for today, for this week, obviously. I'm not getting next week's shopping now, am I? And yeah, that's where I am and that's what I'm doing, and this has been a bit rambly. Anyway, see you in a bit. Right, it is 10 to 6. I've got about an hour before I need to be ready for Master Reseller. So I'm going to photograph this lot. I've got my little light box set up, and I'm going to do photographs for all of this desk stuff. There's hanging stuff that needs to be photographed tomorrow, but to be honest, that's more difficult because all this stuff has to move before I can get my blind down to do my backdrop. It's not undoable, it's just more of a thing. So I'm going to do my light box stuff now, and that'll be a start at least. Good evening on Thursday. Guess who went out for the whole day and forgot her phone? It's been a weird sort of day. It's been oddly peaceful because I haven't checked my phone, but it's been oddly weird because I haven't checked my phone. It's when you do go out accidentally leave your phone. When you do accidentally leave your phone at home, you realise how many times you reach for it during the day for various stuff. So I remembered halfway through the day that I intended doing the doctors. No phone. Number of times I wanted to know what time it was. No phone. I wanted to know if I could take Molly into the garden centre. Thought I'd look it up online. No phone. Mum doesn't have the internet at her house, by the way. There's no, she doesn't have any devices there that I can access the internet with. All sorts of stuff. All sorts of stuff today that I thought, I'll just check, and couldn't. So, frustrating day, but also nice and peaceful. No social media, no bombardment of images in my brain. Something's falling off the tree above me. I don't know if there's a squirrel up there chucking stuff at me or what. That's just landed on me off a tree. No brain blur today from phone, but also I came home and I was like, I'll have loads and loads of sales that I won't have known about. Two sales during the day and a couple of offers. But yeah, just an odd day. And of course, no waffling. So what have we done? went to Mum's. Went to the parcel shop first. Went to Mum's. Molly came with me, and we potted around at Mum's for a bit, and then we went to the garden centre, where we finally have ordered the slabs for Mum's bit of garden. It takes Mum a long time before she actually decides that she's ready to go and buy it. Even she might be talking about wanting it for months, and then she finally decides she's ready to go back. And we had a conversation in which she said, might just buy half the stuff today, because I think that's enough to cope with. And I was like, enough to cope with for who? And she was like, well, you know. And I was like, no, I don't know, because you haven't all delivered. So no, it's not, you're not making it half the job, you're making it 2 jobs, which is not the same thing, because we'll still have to go back to the garden centre and order another load another day, and that's just 2 jobs. Ow! See that? That just fell out the tree and hurt me. Ow! Ow! The tree is basically shedding itself onto me. That's a massive piece of tree bark. You think maybe a branch is about to fall off on my head. Maybe I should go and sit somewhere else. Maybe my plumbing isn't safe anymore. Anyway, what was I saying before the tree attacked me? I'm quite scared now. I have no idea what I was saying. Yeah, 2 jobs. You're not making it half a job, Mum. You're making it 2 jobs, which is not the same thing. So we did order all of the slabs. I do think this tree might be falling down, you know. That's terrifying. All the slabs and the fence panel that she needs, and the sand that the slabs will lay on, and the garden bench, which hopefully the summer will come back and we'll get the opportunity to sit on it. And we got Molly a treat thing that you put treats in, and the dog has to work out how to get, not a Kong, you know, a complicated treat ball the dog has to work at to get stuff out of to keep her busy when she's at Mum's. And she was a good girl. The little bit just fell off the tree. She came into the garden centre. She's allowed in the garden centre. She came in on a lead. It said well-behaved dogs on a lead, and we had a lead, and we weren't sure whether we had a well-behaved dog, but it turned out we did, so that was okay. And then Mum and I had McDonald's on the way home, because I didn't take any lunch with us today, because I just didn't plan ahead enough. That tree is really creaking. I'm quite scared. And then by the time we came out of the garden centre, we were both a bit kind of like, oh, we've left it a bit late. It's 2:30. So we stopped at McDonald's, and Mum had chicken nuggets, which is, I mean, she's 72, and she's not what you might call a modern 72-year-old person. So McDonald's is she goes to McDonald's with Sue, and I think they have coffees and stuff, but I don't think she usually has food. But yeah, so she had chicken nuggets, and then we took Mum home again and potted about a bit more, and then Molly and I came up, and here we are. It's flipping cold. I've got goosebumps and the tree is attacking me, so I'm probably going to go home. I've got jacket potatoes in the oven for dinner, and I've got some pulled pork to go on them that I got yesterday in Tesco. And that tree's really creaking. I'm quite frightened of this tree now. So yeah, jacket potato with pulled pork and coleslaw for dinner. Can you see how scared I am? I'm just sitting here quaking. This tree is proper creaking. I'm going to go home. I'll talk to you in a bit. I thought I'd show you from a distance which tree I was under. So there's the plumbing. There's the plumbing. And it's that big tree there in the middle. And it does look like it's leaning slightly. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it does look like it's leaning slightly past the rest. So, I don't know. I'm sure it's fine, but I'm not sitting under it anymore in high winds, just in case. Tonight's dinner is jacket potato with pulled pork, coleslaw, and no salad because I forgot to get any. There we go, there's dinner. Good morning on Friday. It is 11:30. I've been up, had a shower, I've done my parcels, I've done my photographs and listing and scheduling for the morning, and I am hosting the Cellar Ladies this afternoon. So I have to dry this now and turn it into something more appropriate for being seen. And I'm halfway through a mountain of laundry. I've got loads and loads of laundry to do. Somehow, yesterday, and I'm not entirely sure why, when or how, Molly peed on my bed. I'm fairly sure it was Molly because it was right up at the pillow end and it would have been very difficult for the boys to cock their legs there. Also, neither of the boys have ever peed on a bed. Molly's never peed on a bed for that matter. I don't know if she did it yesterday morning before we went out or yesterday evening after we got back because she was out with me all day, so that was really weird. Anyway, the first thing I knew about it was when I got into bed and I'm like, why is my pillow wet? So I have 6 pillows on my bed and 2 V pillows, and she managed to get it in the gap between the 2 piles of 3 pillows. So 1 V pillow was soaked through, and then the edges of all the pillows was soaked through. So all of my pillows are now waiting to be washed and tumble dried and whatever, and I had to strip my bed, I had to fuck about and turn the mattress over and all sorts of other stuff, and, you know, put some spray on it hoping that that will deal with that, and all sorts of stuff, all when I was trying to go to bed last night. So that was yay, that was proper yay, and I'm fairly sure it was Molly because she looked horrendously guilty all the time all the sorting out was going on. But I'm not sure why, because she's never done it before, and she wasn't stuck in at any point yesterday. So unless something frightened her, but really weird behaviour, and I hope it's not the beginnings of a new thing, because don't want my bed peed on. We had a rescue dog before who used to pee on the beds, and that was a nightmare, absolute nightmare. You never knew when you were going to get into a wet bed. You never knew when, you know, I had to buy, we ended up buying Smart Price. Smart Price duvet covers at about £8 and we were buying about one a fortnight. It's not. So yeah, welcome to Friday. Okay, I've been waiting for a large parcel to arrive today. The large parcel has arrived. However, it has been taped up as fragile and is quite plainly smashed to buggery. And it rattled. Now the thing I was expecting wasn't necessarily fragile, but it would rattle if it got broken. So I was expecting large plastic picking bins to store the shoes in. This could be they, but what the hell's rattling? Unless they come with wheels. As I was bringing up the stairs, I was like, maybe they come with wheels, and that's what's rattling around in the box. So I have to put you down a second while I find out. Okay, so yes, it is my picking bins. Still don't know what the rattling is. I've located the rattle, but I still don't know what it is. It's obviously some kind of corner protector, but oh, I can put corners on them apparently. I don't know why I would, but apparently I can. The corners are already rounded, so why I needed rounded corners for my rounded corners is anybody's guess. But anyway, now we know what that is. So yay, my picking bins are here and I can put my shoes away because my shoes are taking up space. Hurrah! I am a dumbass. Right, the black corners are what makes them stackable. Without the black corners on, they slot for storage, but with the black corners, they stack. There we go. See, there's always a reason, isn't there? Always a reason. Okay, just finished doing the Cellar Ladies. Well, I said just, about half an hour ago, finished doing the Cellar Ladies. I've been outside, hung some washing out, which has meant it started raining almost immediately. So now my washing's out there in the rain. Ask me if I care. Don't give a shit. Staying out there. I've got a leftover jacket spud from yesterday with cheese and coleslaw. I'm going to watch Lex and Auntie Sue while I eat it. It is now 10 to 7. I don't know where the rest of the afternoon went. I came back upstairs, ate my lunch, and just kind of lost the rest of the day. So I've been out with the dogs. Everybody got wet. Everybody's got dried again. The washing is on the line, absolutely dripping. There is no chance of that drying anytime soon. Given up. It can just stay out there. And I am shockingly, guess what? Gonna have an early night. I'm gonna do 10 drafts first because I'm supposed to do 10 drafts every day, and otherwise I slip and I fall. My shoe storage. Did I tell you my shoe storage came? Sadly, not all my shoes would fit in it, but I've got the majority in there. So I'll show you that. There you go. It's labelled up with sizes and whatever. But yeah, I have more shoes than I have shoe storage for. So, and there's still stuff that needs to go in the loft when Nat gets home. We'll do that tomorrow now. But yeah, I'm going to do my 10 draft and ring my mother and go to bed. It's been a really dull week. I know I say this every week, and every week you guys say, no, your dull is still more interesting than our dull. But oh my god, if my doll is more interesting than your doll this week, then you've had a really dull time, because I've done nout. Nout. I'm going to pick up some jigsaws tomorrow. That'll be a thrill, won't it? I know how to live, me. I know how to live. So yeah, 10 drafts and bedtime. Good morning. Saturday, about 9 o'clock. I am just setting off to walk down to where I've got to pick up the hire car from. It is further than I usually walk, and my knee and my back may not be very happy by the end of it, but it's got to be done, because you can't drive to pick up a hire car when I've not been able to drive 2 cars back. And already out of breath. And Anthony's not around this morning, so he's not able to drive down, and that's why he doesn't drive. So I'm going to walk down, get the hire car, drive back, and then I've got to take my car over to Portishead to be dropped off ready for Monday when they're going to start work on it. I'm about halfway. I'm sitting on a handy bus stop. Back's not great, knee's alright. I have 2 knees, funnily enough, one on each leg. You'll be astonished to hear. One bad knee hurts, the other good knee clicks. Really weird. You can understand it if the bad knee clicks, couldn't you? But no, the good knee clicks, but the bad knee hurts. So the clicking is annoying, funnily enough. But yeah, halfway, sitting on a bus stop, just taking a chill moment. I am back in my car. I am now going to the parcel shop, and then I'm dropping my car off in Portishead, so it's there ready for Monday for them to start work. And let me show you the hire car. That's my hire car there. It is a Suzuki Swift. It's a 69 plate, which is probably the newest thing I've ever driven apart from the company car I had once. So Suzuki Swift. It's a little bit like a shoebox, but it'll do for a week. I wanted the smallest, cheapest thing they had, and it'll do for a week. And yeah, it's got a thing inside you can connect your phone to. How many of you would like to place a large bet that I will not fathom out how to do that before the week is up? Right, Portishead. Ant's just tied my washing line back up, so I've got my few bits out. That stuff's been out since earlier on. Although, to be honest, looking at that sky, probably a silly idea. I'm probably going to get it back in about 5 minutes. But still, I'm trying. All you can do is try. Okay, office is currently a bit of a scene of chaos, so bits that aren't working. That corner at the moment is still needing dealt with. So, what have I got? Bag of stuff that needs to be washed. Bag of coat hangers go in the loft. Random empty box. Bag of strips of cardboard for void fill. Bag of bags. Bag of surplus shoes. These shoe racks arrived and I have filled them, but I have more shoes than I have shoe racks. However, this top one is slightly broken, and I emailed the people who sent it. It arrived slightly broken. Emailed them and said this, and they said, would you like your money back or a replacement? So I said I'd rather have a replacement. I don't know if they're going to send me 1 extra box or 5 extra boxes. If they send me 5 extra boxes, that'd be fantastic, because I certainly will not have a shortage of shoe storage. But it doesn't work there because it's blocking the light from the window. I take photos here, that comes down, I take photos here, and that's blocking the light. So that needs to move, and I need it to move back there. And as you can see, all the other stuff in the world is currently back there. So I need to pull some stuff out. I need to rearrange a little bit of cubage, because once I get these in, I'm not going to be able to get to those 2 bottom cubes down there. So I need to move all the cubes along one. Which means rearranging some cubes and generally causing some chaos, I think, is the plan for the next hour or so. Okay, so where are we? I've moved some of the boxes over and put some stuff that I've accessed less frequently at the end there. I've moved the mug tree over. That was a traumatic thing, moving that. I've stacked the shoes, and the coats are on top at the moment. That's not a permanent solution. That needs working. Still don't really... I've broken that, annoyingly. But I've got a strip light if I can find the plug to see if I can mend it. I've got Peter Cummings on in the background on Lainey's channel doing the quiz and hoping he doesn't do too well, because I'm in second place and I want to stay there. Still got surplus shoes. Still got laundry. Still got bag of cardboard. Still got bag of bags. Still got beanie. But getting there. Okay. I am in the hire car. It's a bit weird. It's lower than mine for starters, so I feel like I can't see as much. And it's just weird, but I'll get used to it. I've come to B&M. You can't see the sign. Look through the little triangle window. There's B&M. Anyway, I've come to B&M to see if I can get some sticky back plastic, as we used to call it, although I think they call it contact paper now. And Anthony asked me to get sausages and bacon, so those two. And just as I arrived, it started belting down with rain, so I'm going to get wet. I don't need a new kettle, but I wish I did. Look at that one. It's a rainbow kettle. £30. £30 for a rainbow kettle. Don't need a new kettle. Don't buy a new kettle, Carla. Well, that turned out to be difficult. I got halfway around and got caught short, and they don't have any customer toilets in there, so I had to come out through the one-way system, get in the car, drive to Asda, not very far away, use their toilet, come out, come back. And it's absolutely boiling in there. I don't know whether they've turned the heating back on or something, but it's absolutely roasting. And I wasn't the only one, so it wasn't just me having a tropical moment. There was a chap behind me trying not to pass out as well. And I had this vague idea that I might, you know, pot around and pick some stuff up and do a B&M haul, but I couldn't stand to be in there too long. I did get what I went for, I think. Yeah, I got Anthony sausages and bacon, and I got some sticky back plastic for my wall. I'm still in two minds about whether to do my desk, but I've got some for the wall for now. What I did notice is the real shortage in there. Their sticky back plastic rack, they have about 20 different designs, and most of them are gone. So maybe everybody is gone a bit Fablon happy. Probably not called Fablon anymore. But you know, maybe everybody's being a bit upcycly with their stuff at the moment because we're all stuck at home. So I got the roll that I had, the design that I had in mind. There was one roll in the, well, I say in the reduced section, but it wasn't actually reduced, it was just in the discontinued box. So I did get that, and some new kitchen tongs, so that's exciting, and some Jaffa cakes, which are more exciting. But certainly not enough stuff to do a haul video with. But here's my haul, ta-ra, that would be it. So yeah, and now I'm going home. And I'm knackered, and it's, according to the car stereo thing, it's 6 o'clock, but I thought it was 6 o'clock when I came out, so maybe the clock in the car is wrong. Don't know. Gotta say, I'm really pleased with this. This is the sticky back plastic that I bought. There's still enough on the roll. I'm going to go across there with it as well. So this is, this was my planner for 2020. So much for my plan for 2020. They never happened. But yeah, I'm going to go across there with it as well. But in the meantime, I've just done this bit that I'm using for a small photo backdrop. And I'm really liking it. I haven't put it on very well, but I don't care about that. And I really, really like it. So yeah, chuffed with that. $5.99 for the win. Also, here is my desk. And here is me. And the reason I'm all over here is because when you look at how much this little dog has spread outwards from her bed, she's spread so far I can't get to the desk. But she's a good girl. Aren't you? You're a good girl, even if you're a bit stretchy. Good afternoon on Sunday. It is 12:10. I have been up this morning, picked up Natalie, we went to the boot sale, saw Josh there, also bumped into Civic Eagle and Tina Line and her husband, so that was nice to see people who watch. And then I came home, did my live stream with Lex, and now I'm in Stockwood, so I had to come over to Stockwood to pick up a big bundle job lot of jigsaws from a lady, and whether they're worth having or not I don't know, but even if they're no good to resell, they'll be good to keep mum busy. So I got 19 jigsaws for £20, which is a really good price. Even, like I said, even if they only entertain mum for a bit. And then just as I was coming away from the lady's place where I got the jigsaws from, I noticed a cafe that was doing takeaway Sunday lunch. So I thought I'll ring mum, see if she wants to take away Sunday lunch, because I'm going to drop in now anyway. And she's not answering, so she might be out doing her walk. She goes for a walk around the block. That's the furthest she's allowed to go at the moment. Or she might have been in the shower or something. Anyway, I got 2 lunches because I figured even if mum doesn't want one, I'll take it home and Anthony or Natalie eat it later, whether we reheat it. So let me show you what they look like. Not that you guys have never seen a Sunday lunch before, but it looks pretty tasty. So I'm looking forward to this. I haven't had a Sunday lunch cooked for me since before lockdown. So yeah, I'm looking forward to those. So I'm going to go to mum's now, and hopefully, if she's not there, I'm just going to sit there. If she's not there, she'll only be going around the block, so I'll just sit in her house and eat me lunch without her. But yeah, so that's next on the list. Go over to mum's, take these jigsaws over, have lunch, and yeah, and I'll see you in a bit. Well, it is 20 to 6. I have drafted almost everything I bought today. The stuff behind me, the toner cartridges I've drafted. I haven't yet drafted the vase, which is going to turn out to be worthless. And then the jewellery I've split down into the lots that I'm going to draft it, and I haven't done that yet. But these are done. They just didn't have any room over here for them. And all of this is done. So that needs photographing, which will probably be a job for tomorrow morning. This has been photographed and needs to be put away. And I need to walk the dogs. I think that's next on the list. The dinner, by the way, the roast dinner that I took to Mum's was very nice. Yeah, really enjoyed that. It was lovely to have a roast dinner that I hadn't cooked for you know, it's a long time since that's happened. So yeah, that was really nice. And Mum enjoyed hers too, so that was good. Even though she had to, even though it was a bit of a surprise that when I got there, she had been in the shower. That was why she was missing in action. And I said, I was trying to ring you. And she said, oh, was that you? I was in the shower. And I said, yeah, I was. I said, I found a place that was doing takeaway roast dinners and I was ringing to see if you wanted one. And she went, oh, that's a shame. And I was like, well, I got you one. She was like, oh, it's not a shame after all. So there we go. So we enjoyed our roast dinner together. And then I've come home. I've got the jigsaws are still in the boot of the car because I figured I've got enough going on in this room at the moment with the stuff I brought in this morning. So I've left some of the jigsaws with Mum. Brought some home. None of them are very exciting, if I'm honest. None of them are going to light my world on fire. But it's left Mum with something to do anyway. And yeah. Next up, walk the doggles. Stop Molly taking stuff out the bin randomly. Walk the doggles. And then put that stuff away. That's the next job. But I'm going to bed very early tonight. I did not sleep well. I'm going to stop setting an alarm for the boot sale because having an alarm set makes me not sleep. So I'm going to stop doing that. Right, off with the dogs. Okay, it's about 7:15. And I've been just sitting here peacefully on my plumbing for about 3/4 of an hour now. Dogs are pottering. It's quite a warm evening, funnily enough. It belted down this afternoon. Really, really emptied down. And there's a big black cloud coming over again now. But it's actually quite warm at the moment. So, sitting there on my plumbing, just having a bit of a peaceful 3/4 of an hour, mooching through Instagram, whatever, debating whether I want any tea or not. I don't think I'm hungry. It was a big roast dinner. I might just have like a little snackette later on. I think I'm going to get into bed when I get back. Feed the dogs, obviously, because they'll want their dinner. You want your dinner, don't you? Wants his dinner. Feed the dogs, and then make a little snackette of some sort and get into bed and watch. I'm watching a box set of Mork and Mindy at the moment, working my way through that. And then I'm also watching some various bits of stuff on YouTube, mainly craft stuff. I don't know why I watch craft stuff, because I never do any crafting. But I don't mind watching it. So I think an evening in bed watching telly. I do wish I could get my bedroom telly to work. It's not connected to an aerial, which confuses me, because there's no analog signal anymore anyway, so I don't know why I need an aerial. But like, it's a Freeview compatible. So I'm very dunce-ish when it comes to technical stuff. So it's a television that's a smart TV and Freeview compatible, blah blah blah. It will let me watch YouTube. It will let me watch Netflix. But if I try and connect to iPlayer or whatever, it says no, you need to be connected to the internet. And I'm like, well, I obviously am, because I'm watching YouTube. So I'm obviously connecting to the internet. So I don't know what the problem is there. And it will not let me use any Freeview channels because apparently I'm not picking up that signal. I don't know where you're supposed to pick it up from now if there's no analog signal. So in very small sentences for a bear of little brain, if anyone could explain to me what I need to do to make that work, that'd be great. And the answer is probably get a little man in. Of course, you can't get any little men in at the moment, can you? Because all the little men are not allowed in. Or a big man. I'm not fussy about the size of the man, in fairness. Anyway, this is probably it for this week's waffle, because the other thing I haven't done is any editing this week. I'm supposedly supposed to? I'm supposed to edit the waffle as the week goes along, and I haven't done it. So if I stop waffling now, I can edit a bit of waffle tonight before I get into bed and edit a bit more tomorrow so that it goes up Tuesday as usual. And I also don't have any videos scheduled for next week, which is also a bit remiss of me. I need to do my what I read at some point, although I don't know why I bother doing that because nobody watches it. It gets probably 10% of the views any other video ever gets. But yeah, I haven't got anything else scheduled or anything else planned. I had a vague idea that I'd do a B&M haul, and then, as I said last night, I didn't haul anything. But meh, don't know what to put up this week. Don't know. answers on a postcard, please. Oh, there you go, there's an idea. Answers on a postcard for videos you would like to see on my channel. If there's anything you would like to see me do, please put it in the comments below, and I might not get it out for this week, obviously, because by the time you see this, it'll be Tuesday. But it will give me some ideas for what you guys might like to see in the future, wouldn't it? Yeah, that'd be an idea. Okay, so yeah, answers below for any videos you might like to see me do. Must dye my hair at some point as well. Look at all the greys coming through again. It grows too quick. How is it that if you have a really bad haircut and you're in a hurry for it to grow out, it takes forever to grow? But when your grey hair is growing out, that grows really quick. What's that all about? Right, that's the end of the waffle for this week. Thank you for watching me waffle, and I will see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.